With 10 minutes left in the 2022 World Cup final, Argentina's fans started singing. Not because their team had scored, because it was over. Argentina were winning 2-0. France had barely threatened all game. Kylian Mbappe had touched the ball almost without impact for 79 minutes. The fans were celebrating before the final whistle because there was nothing left to celebrate for. They were wrong. What happened in the next 10 minutes had never happened before in the World Cup final and may never happen again. The 2022 World Cup final between Argentina and France was played in Lusail Stadium in Qatar on December 18, 2022. Argentina had been the better team for most of the game. Lionel Messi had scored from the penalty spot. Angel Di Maria had added a second with a beautiful finish. France looked lost. Their best player had been invisible. At halftime in the France dressing room, Kylian Mbappe stood up. This was captured on film by a documentary crew following the French team. Mbappe told his teammates they could not do any worse than what they had just done. He said they were playing the World Cup final and were not playing in it. Coach Didier Deschamps slapped his hand against the table in frustration. Mbappe was goalless. France were 2-0 down, and there were 45 minutes left. The second half started the same way the first half ended. Argentina in control, France struggling. Then the 80th minute arrived. A foul was given against Argentina in the box. Mbappe stepped up and scored the penalty, 2-1. 97 seconds later, Mbappe received the ball on the edge of the box. He hit a volley that flew into the top corner of the net, 2-2. 97 seconds, 2 goals. Game completely turned around. The stadium that had been singing 10 minutes earlier was now completely silent. Argentina had been minutes from their first World Cup in 36 years, and Mbappe had taken it away from them in a minute and a half, extra time. Messi scored to make it 3-2 in the 1/8 minute. Argentina were winning again. The cup was nearly theirs again. With 3 minutes left of extra time, a shot was blocked by an Argentine arm in the box. Penalty to France. Mbappe stepped up. He scored 3-3, hat-trick. Kylian Mbappe has scored a hat-trick in a World Cup final. Only one man had ever done that before. Geoff Hurst for England in 1966. That was 56 years earlier. The game went to penalties. Argentina goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez had already been the most important player on the pitch before the shootout even started. During the tournament, he had become known for getting inside the heads of penalty takers, talking to them, moving on his line, making himself impossible to ignore. He saved the penalty from Kingsley Coman. Aurelien Tchouameni missed the target completely. Argentina won 4-2 on penalties. Lionel Messi lifted the World Cup trophy for the first time in his career. He was draped in a traditional bisht robe by the Emir of Qatar before he touched the trophy. The image of Messi in that black robe holding the gold trophy became one of the most shared photographs in the history of social media. In the Argentine dressing room after the game, Emiliano Martinez led a chant, a minute of silence for Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe finished the 2022 World Cup as the tournament's top scorer with 8 goals. He scored more goals in that one tournament than most players score in an entire World Cup career. He scored a hat-trick in the final. He won the Golden Boot. And he went home without the trophy. No player in history had ever scored more goals in World Cup finals than Mbappe had by the end of that night. And none of it was enough. He was 23 years old. The most extraordinary individual performance in a World Cup final in over half a century. And it was not enough. That is the story of the 22 World Cup final. The best loser in the history of the game's biggest night.